A lot of what I'm doing in these buildings is trying to unravel the storyline. I'm like a little child again when I used to wander through old houses and I would make up an entire universe for myself. And I would wonder what life was going to be like when I grew up. Time stops here and I get to relax and be human or be alive for a few minutes at a time. I want to see everything I'm not supposed to see. I want to walk around it. I want to view it from all sides, as if you could pluck your eyes off and remotely control them from across the way, so that I get to be the actor in the play and I get to be the director. I've seen this room before, so I'm going to go in. I don't know until I go in how fresh it is, but basically. I've been wondering about this room for a while. And I guess somebody opened it, or maybe somebody's out for the day, but this one's never been opened before. And, you know, this is what's going on in these buildings. And I can't blame people for coming to this as a conclusion. That's what people smell. And this is not me being rude at all. Like, human beings have a smell. Keep out, stay away. I will call FBI. Oh, he's in the middle over here. So some people leave booby traps so they can see if someone was in the building. I survive each time. I've only had one face-to-face, knife-to-knife incident in the last few years, and it's better just to avoid being noticed at all. When I'm alone in these buildings, I just hide. I just run. Some of these writings I find are pretty special in these places, and some people reveal their lives. The patient lay on the bed. During the past few months, she has been indifferent to her family, has neglected her household, and has been irritable and hard to control. She has spent the past day or two laughing to herself and has shown violence towards her husband. She regretted that she had not killed him herself. You see a lot of these in the abandoned psych hospitals. I was exposed to a lot of collecting, and it became a thing for me too. My dad collected all this oddities and little items, so these have a special place in my heart. He used to chase me around the house with a vintage glass eye. He was a practical joker, and so that was his way of bonding with me. I look at this universe in here as soothing in a way. You can't imagine when you see a warehouse or a steel structure, you think it's so strong and unstoppable. Losing everything was losing my dad. As you're dying of Lou Gehrig's, you're losing oxygen and you go into a psychotic state. When your dad is your idol, to see them filled with so much terror and suffering is beyond comparison as a feeling. A little mixed up, just a line to say I'm living, that I'm not among the dead, though I'm getting more forgetful and mixed up in the head. So remember that I do love you and I wish that you were near, but now it's really mail time, so for now it's bye-bye dear. There I stand behind the mailbox with my face so very red. Instead of mailing my letter to you, I open it up instead. When you're reminded of how impermanent you are, you will often live your next moments more purely and more authentically. And so by reminding people of how impermanent we are, I'm trying to remind people to be alive in this moment, and I'm really trying to remind myself to do so as well.